What's up, guys? It's your girl Layla. So yeah, I'm just in my car now, and you know what? I was like, what the heck? Let me just record a video. And I just want people to be able to feel like they can connect with someone. And look, so those of you that know me know that I've been dealing with depression and anxiety for 8 years. I was diagnosed with chronic depression, and it's been a struggle. It's been a real struggle. And for years I felt alone. And I want to ask you guys, have you guys ever felt alone? I'm sure everyone at one point in time in their life have felt like they don't belong, or they just feel like they're out of place and they're trying to find their place and they don't know what to do or where to go or what direction to head. But it's hard. It's hard. And for a long time I struggled because I lost myself. I forgot about who I was. And I think as you get older, you know, when you're a teenager, it's like you think you know everything. You know, you think you know who you are. You think you have everything set. And then once you turn 20, you're in your 20s and you're finding out things about yourself. A lot of people get married. A lot of people have kids. And it's like life throws this huge ball of challenges at you. And depression and anxiety took place after I had my first child. You know, that's the first time I really started feeling my depression. And I know finally, I finally, after 8 years, I know where it's come from. I know what caused it. And during that time, I would have said that I wish that I didn't have it. But now, in retrospect, looking back, I feel like my depression kind of molded me into who I was supposed to become. For the first time in 8 years, I feel like myself again. I feel like I finally found myself. And oftentimes when things like that happen to us, we always wonder, like, why me? Why did this happen to me? And during that time, we have to remember that God has a plan for each and every one of us. And His plan is perfect. You know, we might have plans for ourselves, but God has another plan. And His plan is always perfect, and we have to trust in that. And I know, trust me, I know it's difficult to trust it when you're going through it. So when I was going through my depression, I felt so alone. I lost who I was. I thought I was a bad Muslim, you know, for feeling this way, for feeling that onset of depression, for feeling that sadness. And it's a different type of sadness. It's not a regular type of sadness. And anyone that has depression will tell you that it's not a regular type of sadness. It's like a feeling that doesn't go away, because sadness is a normal human emotion. Every human being feels sadness, but it goes away with time, right? Depression is much more intense for a longer period of time. So yeah, I mean, it took a long time to finally figure out who I was as an individual, and I'm still searching, but I feel like my feet are finally planted on the ground again. You feel like once you get over it, and once you learn how to cope with it, and once you learn techniques and strategies to overcome it, it feels like when you've lifted your head above the water, where you feel like you can finally breathe. That's what it feels like. So I've always had a passion to bring awareness to topics that we don't want to talk about in our Muslim community particularly. Instead of just letting it go in vain, I want to use it in a productive way. So during that time, when you're going through like depression or anxiety or whatever it is, whatever mental health issue you have, it's like you want to alleviate that pain. You want to do anything you can to like feel normal. And sometimes that's where a lot of people fall into sin. Like a lot of people fall into drinking or taking drugs or something, right? Because they feel like, and now I'm not condoning it in any way, and I'm not saying, oh, well, you had an excuse, or no, there's never an excuse to do anything wrong. But I'm trying to put things in perspective. You'll even compromise a lot of your values as an individual because you just want to feel again. You just want to feel normal. You start doing things that you never thought that you would do. You start just basically becoming another person because you're trying to find yourself. You're trying to figure out who you were. You know, you're trying to get your old self back. But in reality, your old self is never going to come back. You have to build a new foundation for yourself. And it takes time, it takes effort, it takes learning tools, it takes lots and lots of therapy. I'm a big advocate, and I know a lot of, alhamdulillah, it's so beautiful to see so many Muslim therapists coming out. We have to start talking about it more, because the only way that stigma is going to be taken away is if we start talking about it and normalizing it more. It should be normal to go to your therapist. It should be normal to go see your counselor. It should be normal to go to the doctor and talk about things. Like, it's not normal just to keep everything bottled inside. If you can cope with it, good for you. If you can, then it's okay to go and get help. It's okay to say, I'm not okay. I talked about this in my teen talks in San Francisco in December, so I'm probably inshallah gonna link it on the YouTube channel if you guys are interested in watching it. I'm so excited to be going on this journey. For those of you that have subscribed to our Las Hijabis YouTube channel, thank you so much for all of the love and support. Message us. Don't ever feel like, oh, I don't want to message them. Message us. We love getting messages from you guys. We love hearing that we've actually inspired you. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, and bear with us, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. And please share this video with as many Muslims as you can, so that they know that on our page we're talking about these types of issues. And send us messages of things that you would like to hear. Yeah, alright, take care guys. Assalamu alaikum.